All right, thank you for joining us today, and I hope you are enjoying the videos. Now, let's do more examples. Examples, right? We practice, and we are going to be good with it. So, in this video, we are going to take more examples on set. We're using the union and then using the intersection, right? But here we are going to combine three of them, right? So let's see how we can go about it, right? So now let's assume again that let A, B, and C be sets, right? So we have A and B to be set. Now we want to prove that A union B union C is the same as A union into bracket B. Good. So remember, what will be the next question that I will ask? The next question I'll ask is changing everything here into what? Intersection, right? Then you try before I do the video on that. So let's see how we can go through this. So same idea from when we were working with two variables like A and B, right? So the first thing that we need to do is we need to remember that we are going to use, so this one involves union. So with union, we are going to use or, we are going to work with or, right? So the first thing that I need to start with is I'm going to start with X belongs to A intersection B union C belonging to A union B union C, right? Then I'll go from, so this is from left to right. Then I need to go from right to left. So I'll write X belongs to the right one, which is A union B union C belonging to A union B union C. Good. So we are going to take them one by one. As I said, we can use the if and only if sign, which is of the form this, or we can just prove this. When you are done, we prove this one too as well. Some are complicated, so if you see that they are complicated, you can just prove the first one, use the if and only if sign. We will get to some examples that you need to you will see that it's better for you to use the if and only if sign, right? Because when you want to go back, it's kind of complicated, right? So let's jump right in and see how we can go with. Let's start with the first one, right? So we start with X belonging to A union B union C. You see, in math, parenthesis matters, right? This is parenthesis. It's in one bracket. So when I'm expanding anything like parenthesis, I make sure that um, I multiply it by the parenthesis before the thing will go inside the parenthesis, right? For example, if I want to have A times A plus B plus C, and let's assume that this is into parenthesis. How am I going to do this? First, the A times will multiply the one in the parenthesis here. So I'm going to have like A times A plus B plus, then I'll multiply this with this. So I'm going to have A times C. Before now, I'll come and distribute this with this plus this with that. So it's very important here so that you don't skip some steps. So this is how I'm going to do it. We know that or we are going to use union, and union we are using or. So this one will be X belongs to A intercept B in brackets, right? So I'm not expanding straight from there. Then I will change this guy here to or X belongs to what? C. So you can see that the first step that I took was this times the one in the bracket here, or X times what is here. Because we have two functions. One is in the bracket, so we are treating the one in the bracket as one function, and then C2 as another function. Then when I'm done, now I can expand the one in the parentheses, which is the same as what we did in the previous video, like when we have two variables, right? So this one is going to be X belongs to A. We have another union here, so this one is going to be or X belongs to B. Then we continue writing the rest of the thing, which is going to be or X belongs to C. Now, what you need to learn from here is that always when you are proving and you take the left hand side, the right hand side should be your guide because we want to arrive at the right hand side, right? So here we started with the left hand side and we want to get to the right hand side. So as I'm going on, when I'm done expanding, the next thing that I need to learn, or the next thing I need to look for, is I need to look for the right hand side. So as soon as I see the right hand side here, I know that, oh, okay, I'm going for the right hand side. So what am I going to do? I need to make sure that it's of this form. So you can see that here the B and C are the one in the bracket. So instead of having this all expanded, it means that I need to group like terms with the one with B and C in bracket so that I can have this here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have X belongs to A, or, right? Then now I want to group this in a bracket, right? So what am I going to do? I can see that X and belonging, X and belonging to is here, or is a member of is there. So I'll factor it out. So what will be left with this one? This one will be left with B. And so when you are putting them together again, you change the or to what? Union. So this one will be union C. So you see what I did? Because I'm looking at the right hand side, I need the B and the C together in the bracket. So I combine this one first before I'll come and apply to this one too, right? So now what is going to happen next? Now what is going to happen next is, now since this is in the bracket, we have achieved this one here. So the next thing is we need to have it union A. So what I need to do is I have X is a member, and then X is also an element of, or is a member. I'm just interchanging them, but let's take it like that. So it's a member or element of, right? It's also here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to factor it out again. X a member, right? So what will be left here? What will be left here when I factor this one out is going to be A, right? Then the or will change to union. Then when I factor this one two out, what will be left is this guy here. So this one is going to be B union C in parentheses, and I put it that this way. So you can see that we started with the left hand side and we're able to get to the right hand side, right? So if you want to do it, the same trick, if you want to move from this guy here to this guy, it's like starting from here, because you can see that the one here is the same thing here, right? Then the follow up is with this, then you move by moving to this, then you move by moving to this, then you move by moving to this. But here I'm going to use the if and only if sign. If and only if and only if, right? So that is how it is. But I recommend, if you are writing a quiz or exams, I recommend for you to rewrite everything again. Like, I mean, go back and prove that this is also the same as this, or even let me do it, let me do it, right? Let me do it. I know you can do it, so but let me do it here. So I'll start from this side. I'm starting from this side. So I'm going to have X belongs to A union B union C. So what am I going to do? First, I'll have X belongs to A, or, so I'm not going to expand the one in the bracket. So what I need to do is I write X belongs to B union C. Is that nice? Yes, it is nice. Good. So now we are going to have X belongs to A, right? Or X, then I will expand, now I expand the one in the bracket. X belongs to B, there is union there, so this one will be or X belongs to C. Is that right? Good. So now I go to where I'm going. Now that I'm done with the expansion, I need to go and check where I'm getting to. So I'm from here getting to this side. So this side is putting A and B in parentheses. So I come here and I make sure I have this guy in parentheses. So I'm going to have X belongs to out. So if I'm combining only this and I take X an element of, or is a member of out, this one will be left with A union B, right? So we can see that when I take this one off and take this one off, it will be left with A or B. But we are saying that when you are combining them, you change the or to union. And when we are expanding, you change the union to or, right? So it will be left with or X belongs to C. So I'm almost done, because now I have achieved this one here. So I just need to add union C to it. and then now I factor this and this out. So I'm going to have X belongs to A union B, right? Then the or will change it to union, and then I have my C, which is very perfect for me. So now I can conclude that this is the same as that. Since this is in this and this is also in this, then we can conclude that A intersection A union B union C is the same as A union B union C. Very perfect, right? So what will be my next question? My next question for you is for you to try A intersection B, right? I'm not going to solve it. Be sincere with yourself. Solve it and let's see. I don't know how you can put your solution in the comment section. I don't know whether it's possible, but let's see. You try it yourself. And then this one is going to be intersection C, which is equal to A intersection B intersection C. Right. So you are using the same approach. It's going to be the same solution. This one, if I want to do it, all I'm going to do is I can copy. So this one will be like intersection is equal to N. So you can pause the video whilst I'm trying to copy and do everything there for you. And when you finish, you check the solution. So what I'm going to do is I just copy this. If I copy this and paste it here, then what I'm going to do is I make sure I change all the union to intersection, or the union will go to intersection, or union going to the intersection. So this one will be intersection, 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 intersection. So it's the same thing. When I copy the one right here, right? When I copy it and paste it here, the same idea, I'm going to have this one to be intersection, this one to be intersection, intersection, and this one all will change it to end. Yes, and this one too will change to end. This one will change to end. This one will change to intersection. This one here is end. This one is intersection, and this one is intersection. So it's very simple to go with them. So continue solving it. Make sure you get it right. Right? Okay, so in the next video, we are going to do one more. This one is we did the commutative, we've done the associative. So guess which one are we going to do? What did he say? Distributive. Good. We are going to do the distributive property. So we are going to do that one. Then the next video, we are going to introduce new concept. Yes, very nice, right? Good. So see you in the next video.